Hi, it's Cory, and today you're going to learn how to play I Wanna Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. So first of all, if you're interested in getting the lead sheet for this song, I have all of my lead sheets and a bunch of other resources on my Patreon, and the link is down in the description box, so you can check that out there. But otherwise, today our song is 9 chords, which I know might seem a little intimidating at first, but a lot of them are pretty basic, with a few little challenging ones that will make this song really great for any beginner player who's looking for like that next step up. Also, the strumming pattern we're doing today is pretty basic, but there are a few little things you can do to kind of jazz it up just a little bit more for you. So let's just get right into it. First things first though, make sure your ukulele is in tune. That's a G on the 4th string, a C on the 3rd string, an E on the 2nd string, and an A on the 1st string. Today I'm going to be modeling on this Enya Nove U concert ukulele. It comes in a bunch of different colors. This one is the red in particular, but if you're interested in checking it out for yourself, I have a review in the cards, but also it is linked down in the description box along with a link that you can find the ukulele yourself. The first chord we're going to be looking at is the A minor chord. For that, you're taking your 2nd finger and placing it on the 4th string, 2nd fret. You're also going to need a B7 chord for that. It's very, very similar to the E minor chord if you're more familiar with that shape, but you're taking your 1st finger and placing it on the 2nd fret, 2nd string. Your 2nd finger is going on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, and then your 3rd finger is going on the 4th string, 4th fret. You also need a B major chord. Similar to that B7, it has a very similar chord shape as another popular chord, which is the B flat. But to play the B major chord, you're taking your 1st finger and you are barring on the 1st and 2nd string of the 2nd fret. Your 2nd finger is going on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, and then your 3rd finger is going on the 4th string, 4th fret. Next is the C major chord. For this, you're just taking your 3rd finger and placing it on the 1st string, 3rd fret. You also need a D major chord. For that, you're taking your 1st finger, and this entire chord's all along the 2nd fret here. You're going to take that 1st finger, place it on the 4th string, your 2nd finger is going on the 3rd string, and then your 3rd finger is going on the 2nd string. And that's the D major chord. You also need a D7 chord. Now, the way I'm going to show you to play this is an adapted D7, and that is because every time you play the D7 in this song, you're playing it immediately following the D chord. So typically a D7, or the easy version, is like this with your 1st finger on the 4th string and your 2nd finger on the 2nd string. But because we're following that D major shape, we're just going to start in that D major position and then lift up our 2nd finger instead. So when you're playing the D and then to the D7, you just have to lift up that 2nd finger, leaving you with the position of 1st finger on the 4th string and then the 3rd finger on the 2nd string for our D7 today. Then you also need the E minor, just like how I was talking about with that B7, it's that same shape, it's just over a string. So your 1st finger is going on the 1st string, 2nd fret, your 2nd finger is on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then your 3rd finger is on the 3rd string, 4th fret. And that's your E minor. You also need a D minor for this song. That is going to be your 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and then your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And lastly, you need the G major chord. For that, your 1st finger is going on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, your 2nd finger is going on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger is going on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. So those are all the different chords you need. And again, I know that seems like a lot, but the first step here would be to hit a mastery level for those chords. And what that means is you can play all those different chords without necessarily having to look at the chord chart. Now, it's fine if you need to just glance at it really briefly, but you shouldn't be relying too heavily on it. When you're at that point, it's time to start looking at the strumming pattern. For this song, we are using a very standard down, down, up, down strumming pattern, but it's going to have some variations throughout. Now, obviously, if the strumming pattern's a little bit too tricky for you at the moment, don't worry about it. Just play on the beat or on the chord change. And that's where I always recommend you to start. So the first line played on the chord change would sound like this. Oh yeah, I tell you something. I think you'll understand. So you see that I'm just playing on a down strum every time the chord changes. After that, and you're really comfortable with all the chords and being able to transition, I'd recommend moving on to a steady beat. That would sound like this. It's the same line, it's just changing up what the strumming pattern's doing. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand. And then once you're comfortable with that, it's time to look at the strumming pattern. For this song, like I said, it's the down, down, up, down. So it sounds like this. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand. So you can see it's a really mellow feel. I'm not chucking or anything. I'm just keeping it with the standard strum. Now the place that it's going to alternate a little bit is during the intro. So the way we're going to start there is starting on that C chord, we're going to do a down, up, and then change chords to that D and hold it. So down, up, D, wait, wait, down, up, D, wait, wait, down, up, D, wait, wait, then D7, strum, strum. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. And then you go into the strumming pattern. I think you'll understand. So let me show you that one more time a little bit slower. Starting with the intro, we have on the C, down, up, change, D, wait, wait, C, down, up, change, wait, wait, down, up, D, wait, wait, now D7, strum, strum. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. Then you're into the strumming pattern again, like I said. So that's one place that it changes. Now there are also a few sections in which you're going to be changing chords within the strumming pattern, and that can sometimes be a little tricky for people. So what I'd recommend is going through slowly, and what you can actually do as well is if the playthrough is a little bit too fast for you up with our performing tempo, you can actually go into the settings of YouTube and slow down the playthrough to make it slower, and you can practice that strumming pattern a little bit slower along with my play along. A good example of when that happens is on the chorus, for instance. We have, I wanna hold your hand. So you can see I changed 4 different chords within the one strumming pattern. Again, we have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, with I wanna hold your hand. So it can be a little bit tricky if you're not kind of mentally prepared for that. So it's not going to be even strumming patterns to every beat. So just keep that in mind a little bit. And like I said, if the strumming pattern ends up being a little bit too tricky for you, then take it back to the steady beat, and that's totally fine too, or even just on the chord changes. I've heard a lot of really cool covers of this song where it's not up to the normal kind of upbeat tempo that the Beatles do it, and they do a very like kind of mellow version of it at a much slower tempo, and that's totally fine too. Make it yours and do what works for you. But in general, that's pretty much the whole thing. It's just being aware of where those chord changes are going to happen. And if you need to, I would maybe even recommend writing out the strumming pattern for you so you know exactly which up or down you're changing chords on. But that's all something you can do based on your individual needs. So with all of that, you know the chords now, you know the strumming pattern we're going to be doing. Let's give it a playthrough. 1, 2, 3. Hold your hand. great about it too is there are a lot of little areas that you can add little stylistic things to the song, even ones that I didn't mention too, so really feel free to make it your own. But I think it's a great little song to kind of end out our Beatles month and also usher in our next month, which is for the month of February, love songs because of Valentine's Day. If there are any other Beatles songs that you absolutely love, make sure to comment down below, or if there are any potential love songs that you would like to have a playthrough of or a tutorial for, let me know in the comments as well, because I read every single one of them and I really try to cater the content of this channel to stuff you want to see. Plus, if you found this helpful, give this video please a big like. I really appreciate it, not only for you watching, but also giving it a like that tells other people that it's a good video and helpful to you as well. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!